if you want to get caught up on the things I was saying beforehand, make sure you guys check out part one. For those of you that are watching the VOD, I got a phone call and it cut my audio out, so um, not sure what to do about that. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for people to get back in. I was talking about Under the Crimson Sky. Audio is good, is okay on it. Video was bad, so um, I was just talking, you know, as I usually do. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call, and for some reason, it cut out the audio, even though I ignored the phone call. So, all right. So, what I was trying to say is, although there isn't a lot of money coming through, I'm working on the best I can to try to get some audio equipment, video equipment, all that stuff working tip top shape, so it can be a nice situation. So, there you go. Yeah, apparently ignoring a call cuts out audio. So I don't know what to do. Picking up the call messes up the stream. Ignoring a call cuts out audio too. So YouTube, get your shit together. I don't know what else to say. Um, can you put your phone on do not disturb? Oh, you're right. Maybe I can. Hold on here. Let's see. How do I do that? There has to be a way, right? Do that on iPhone. Let me know how you guys do that on iPhone without messing up the stream. If I have to like get out of this to do it, then it's not gonna work. But if I could press a button, let me know. Okay. Um, so yeah, so the audio is okay. Video is terrible on that last episode of Under the Crimson Sky. So I'm actually working on doing a like kind of cartoony graphic novel type of episode for that episode because there was a lot of cool shit that happened, and I want to make sure that you guys get some kind of experience from it. It's not going to be the best. I'm not good. I have no experience in doing something like that, but I don't want you guys to miss out on whatever story we were telling. I'm really bummed out because at the end of the episode, I had like a really heartfelt scene with one of the players. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was like it felt really good. It was just like a really good heartfelt scene, and and I want to make sure you guys are able to experience it. It's gonna suck because you're not gonna see our facial expressions and our body language. There's a button on the menu. I'll DM you a pic on Discord. Well, I can't get out of Discord. I can't get out of this thing. There's a button. Okay. I put it on silent mode. I don't know if that works, which is that little switch on the side. Maybe that's it. But anyway, sorry for the shaky camera. I'm trying to set it up. There we go. That's fine. Okay. So anyway, enough about that. That's updates about my channel and everything. The button is called Buy Samsung. Hell no, dude. What's up, Javier? I will never go back to Android, dude. I don't know why I was on Android for so long. I was against it. I was like against going to Apple. Look, man, the simple fact of the matter is they make the best phones, and all the apps that are out there work on iOS because it's only one operating system that they need to work on instead of dozens of them. And it's just everything works. Like all the accessories, yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, you got to get it through Nazi Apple, but it just works. Everything is like, it works, dude. It works. So I don't know what else to tell you, man. Like, I like shit working, and I've had Androids for years, and I always had issues. I use Samsung, and my cat's hair is better than yours. But hey, suit yourself. Yeah, yeah. I can't. I just can't, man. I've had Samsungs, LGs. I had the Google Pixel. Like, ish. I can't, dude. All right, sip. So anyway, I hope you guys have had some wonderful gaming. Some I'm bummed out because Combat Zone got moved to October, which is the skirmish game for Monster Fight Club. It got moved again, so I think original. It's been like 2 years basically that this Kickstarter is going, and I don't think I'm going to be supporting Kickstarters from now on unless it's for like my good friends. You know what I mean? Because or Telsorian decides to do one. Because, dude, it just takes so goddamn long for it to finish. Like, they start the Kickstarter and then it goes into development for years and years. And by the time it's done, I'm like, oh, really? That thing? Oh, yeah, that thing that I was trying to have for like 2 years ago? Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, I'm not excited about it when I get it. You know what I mean? Um, you're not wrong. It's a good phone. I mean, I got the new iPhone, dude, 13 Pro Max, and I'm loving it. I pre-ordered Tales of the Red and got the data pack. That's really good. Tales of the Red, I'm waiting till my local shop gets it. I could easily just buy it from the Telsorian website and probably already have it, but I want to support my local shop. And unfortunately, their distributor alliance is like horrendous with shipping. Like they get it like weeks later or ship it weeks later. I don't know what their issue is, but they have shipping issues. So I'm probably not going to get it for another week or two. I don't know. I just like keep checking in and I'm like, do you have it now? No. Okay. I'll see you next time. So anyway, um, hold on one sec. Yeah, there's people driving by, or on their bikes. Um, I've kickstarted like 11 things and only received goods for like two of them. The rest are still in development. Yeah, man, I'm the same. I have paint from Duncan Rhodes. I have a book from How to Be a Great GM. Happy to support him. He's a good friend or friend of mine, Guy Sklanders. He's been on my podcast. And obviously two from Monster Fight Club, and I'm sure there's another one out there that I forgot about that'll somehow get to me. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kickstarters. I'm a fan of the product being developed, and I'm glad that people want to donate or give their money and invest in the Kickstarter. So that's great, but it just takes too goddamn long. You know what I mean? But anyway, Tales of the Red, I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. I'm excited to check it out. I'll probably do a deep dive on it once I get it and do like videos on it and stuff like that. So we'll look forward to that. One thing to be aware of with pre-ordering is that you don't get the digital version until the physical is available. At least that's true for several stores. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. It'll be there when it's there. I'm excited about that. They're doing their best over there, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of a deep dive on video, on the book. I'll definitely make sure to let you guys know that this is like it's probably going to be spoiler heavy. I'm going to go deep into it and say like what I think will work, won't work, how to adjust it, and all that. So there's that. But I haven't actually played Cyberpunk in like weeks, which sucks. I love playing Cyberpunk and I really want to play. Don't worry, I'm the DM. Mr. Skull Baby. I'm in a tough spot right now. The campaign that I've been GM for the last year is starting to really close down. My players don't want characters anymore and have built new ones. Yeah, man, that can happen. That can happen. If the players are not on the same token, I started jamming because no one would run the game that I wanted to play, and I kind of want to play the game now, so I'm not sure what to do. Okay, so there's a bunch of things to unpack there. First of all, character burnout is a real thing. Camp burnout is a real thing too. Sometimes a campaign hits a rut and nothing is happening, and sometimes the characters they lose the will to like want to keep going on, with those characters. I would suggest that definitely tell them make new characters, but before they make new characters, that we just have one last hurrah. You know what I mean? Have one big final crazy climactic moment that's over the top and crazy, and once it's over, you can safely say like everybody goes their separate ways and they go off into the sunset, and maybe we'll continue that story some other time. In the meantime, let's see what's up with these new characters. But there's another issue here that you brought up, which is you want to be a player now. You're sick of being the game master. I think that's totally valid. I actually enjoy being the game master. I don't mind being the game master forever. It's something that I used to not like, but now I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude, I'll be the game master. Like it's one of my favorite parts about gaming. It's actually what I look forward to. So I'm in a different boat than you mentally with when it comes to that. But yeah, just see if that can be a possibility. If there's somebody that's willing to run the game, go for it. We're doing a big dungeon crawl right now and make sure to be the last session for this group. Yeah, man, I actually ran into a similar issue like that. But before we move on, I want to make sure I read that. J Day says, I'm definitely looking forward to picking up Tales from the Red. I got the data pack a while ago and it helped a lot. Great. Love the data pack. Love the data pack. I did like a live chat where I talked about the data pack if any of you guys want to check that out. So I had a D&D campaign back in the day. I did it on Twitch. Never saved the VOD. I'm kicking myself in the dick because of it. It was really fun. There was toxic people in my group, and I learned a lot of lessons from it too. But it was still a really fun campaign. It's my own homebrew D&D 5e campaign, my own homebrew world called the Prime Kingdom. Maybe someday I'll get into it and talk about it. Actually, when a new D&D version edition comes out, we could talk about that too if you guys want. When the new edition comes out, I might actually revisit my homebrew world and run a game. Who knows? But anyway, I had the idea that these players end up in this like opulent city, and it's like this amazing city for trade. There's like a giant waterfall in the middle of it, and people come for this giant show, like a arena type show. You know what I mean? And the players, that's all they know about it. Fast forward, the players didn't realize it, but they become a part of the show. They're actually the stars of the show. They are in this dungeon, and it's like a regular typical dungeon, and then they start realizing like, hey, this kind of looks like a set, like a prop set. You know what I mean? Like on a movie set. Things like don't really look the way they're supposed to. Then the roof comes off like magically, like illusionary. The roof disappears, and there's a giant crowd there, and they realize, oh shit, we're in a game show where this giant crowd of people are looking in a dungeon and we're in the dungeon. So it's like a spectator sport of watching this party of people go through a dungeon and crawl a dungeon crawl basically. And it's run by this great illusionary wizard that is like a master of illusions. So the players are like, shit, we're in this dungeon. There's an announcer saying, like, give it up for the tiefling warlock, whatever his name is, Abracus. And like people are throwing, like, holding signs. So it was like a big game show, sports arena kind of thing where they're in a dungeon crawl. And so they were like, dude, this is amazing. It's like Smash TV for D. Exactly, blank. Yeah, exactly. So the players are in there. The big mystery of the dungeon was the monsters that they were killing were actually slaves that were the guy used illusion magic on them to make them look like monsters, but it was just like slaves that he used, because it's not easy to find a beholder. It's not easy to find all these other monsters that are out there. So he's like, instead of finding a beholder, why don't I just get some dumb slave and turn him into a beholder, and if he dies, whatever, he's a slave, who cares? So the players, they go around, they start killing these monsters, and then they realize they're killing like innocent people. And then they're like, okay, well, we want to get the hell out of here. But long story short, to bring it back to what you were saying, Mr. Skull Baby, I ran into the issue where we were in that dungeon for too long. We were in there for 3 sessions. Like, one session was good, second session was okay. By the third session, I could tell everybody was kind of just like tired of being in the dungeon. They're like, we want to be out of here. Like, we want to be out of the game. So I had to like quickly devise a plan where they basically like broke through the set. They found like a secret that like only the staff is supposed to know about. And they were like, boom, went behind the set and stuff like that. And they were able to escape. They fought the wizard. Actually, I think that was the end of our campaign. Like, we never played again after that because of toxic people. But anyway, they had a big battle with the wizard. They got out of that place, and it was just interesting and fun. But I learned a lesson. The lesson was, don't keep the players in one place for too long because they'll get tired of it. Even though, like, it's still like, even if there's a story to be told and there's like plot, to discover. Don't keep your players in one place for too long because they're just gonna get tired of it. They're gonna want a change of scenery. They're gonna want a change. Like they want to move things along. So always have a way to like wrap things up as quickly as possible. 2 sessions max, dude. Two max. Like that's it. I don't want to come back on day three and be in the same place. On day three, we're somewhere else. You know what I mean? So that's what I've learned from that. So maybe your players might be going through that with your campaign. They might be saying like, I want to make a new character, but really, I think they could be saying like, they could be saying, yeah, I want to make a new character, but they could also be saying, we just want to get the hell out of wherever we are. And even though it's like an important place, like try to find a way to like speed things up and get it going. You know what I mean? That's my advice to you. Even though you didn't ask for my advice, I hope that works out. Um, System, we're also first time GM. This campaign and system were the first time that I picked up a book and made it happen. That's amazing that you did that. It's actually really brave. I remember the first time I ran a campaign, I was so fucking nervous. And like even the second and third and fourth campaigns that I ever ran, I was so fucking nervous. I'm way less nervous now. I have like way more confidence because I've done it so many times. So I'm like, even though like my brain is telling me like, oh shit, what if you fuck it up? Another part of my brain is telling me like, dude, you've done this like 100 times. If you fuck it up, then it's because of your own mentality. Like you've done it successfully many times, so you can do this. And so that gave me confidence. You know what I mean? You're a huge moral. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me now? I had a phone call. I didn't pick it up. I didn't ignore it. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good, good, good. Mr. Skullbaby says, you're a huge moral support for me, man. We had some toxic players that cycled in through the campaign and caused a slowdown, which made players lose interest. So everything you're saying is ringing true. Yeah, man, that can happen too. You got to cut out the cancer, dude. You got to get that stuff out of there. Like, it's just going to ruin your campaign. It's going to ruin everybody's good time. There's people out there that just do not. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Everything okay? Can you guys hear me now? No? Good now. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, I mean, there's people out there they just don't know how to play with others. You know what I mean? They just don't understand how to play well with others, and they're selfish. And it's not our job to be their therapist or to try to figure out how to fix them. That's like, that's them and their parents. If they're old enough, it's on them. So it's if it's like not necessary to try to fix them, just get them out of there, dude. We're here, like our time is limited on this planet. And when you're really busy like me, like your time is super, super limited. Yes, good. Your time on this planet is limited. Your time to play is limited. And if people are going to take advantage of that, that's disrespectful, in my opinion. And if they're going to ruin the campaign for other people and they're not going to take any advice that you give them, then they got to be out of there. You know what I mean? And I've had conversations with really good friends and I told them, like, dude, you're a problem player, man. What you're doing is an issue. And after sessions, I'll call my players ahead of time and get ahead of any issues and say, hey, man, I have a feeling that something happened. I don't want to let it go because that's what kills uh, groups. I want to know what happened. An incident happened. I want to know how you feel about it, and I'll fix it, man. Because I've been through many groups that died because of toxic people, and the game master, meaning me or other game masters, didn't do anything about it. And they just let it fester and it went poorly. But as soon as that bad player was out, dude, like we were just having so much fun. So don't be afraid to kick people out, man. You're like I said, your time is finite on this planet. Mr. Skull Baby says, with the utmost respect, you're my rabbi, John John, because I was the guy in the random chat talking about Meth Mutt and Chainhound, and you gave me the inspiration to do it. Well, I'm happy to do it, man, and I'm so grateful for your support and kind words. So if I can help in any way, I would love to do it. Yes. Yes. So yeah, that's my advice to you guys. All right. I think I'm going to cut it short today, guys, because I'm getting a bunch of phone calls. I haven't made content in a while. I know this is really short. I'm planning on doing new things for the channel. I don't know how much people will like the things that I want to do, but I want to make the kind of content that I like making. At the same time, I want to make the kind of content that you guys like. So I will still continue to make the same kind of content that you guys are used to. My next video, I think, will be one of those videos that people will really enjoy, how to run your game outside of Night City. Um, it'll cover Night City. I want to talk about how amazing it is and what a great source it is. And then I also want to talk about how it's okay to run it outside of Night City because I'm doing it right now and I'm having an absolute blast. Like playing it in Texas, having more than one city available, having this open road mechanic and all kinds of fun stuff like that. It's really, really great. And I can see my players are having a great time too. After every session, they're like saying thank you and this is fun. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. And that's how you know that you're doing it right when everybody's happy, including yourself. So I want to thank you guys for supporting me. Sorry for the hiatus. I'll be back with some more stuff. Stay tuned. Love you all. Happy gaming, chooms, and be safe out there, okay? Bye bye. Take care.